Now, if you do a 1-year program in Canada, you get a 1 year of post-study work visa. And if you study for 2 years, then you get up to 3 years of post-study work visa. Okay. In terms of course options, so if you're looking, to apply to universities, then I would say you need to have at least 16 years of education. You would see that about 98% of the universities, they will accept only 16 years of education from India. That's 12 plus 4. Okay, so you need to have a 4 years of undergraduate degree. Uh, but if you're coming with 15 years of education, we can look at options. It's not that there are no universities that would accept it. There are a couple of few. We can look into that based on your course requirement. Or apart from that, if not a university, then there are a lot of community colleges to which we can actually apply to, because they would accept 15 years of education. But then with them, you can't apply for a master's. You have to go for either a postgraduate certificate or a postgraduate diploma course, which could be for either 1 year or for 2 years. All right. And then if you go there as a student, of course, your settlement or your PR options are much higher as compared to if you apply for a direct PR. So you apply for your residency, once you work for at least a year in Canada on your post-study work visa. All right. And in Canada, one thing to remember, you need your IELTS score in order to start your application process, because Canada does not give you a conditional offer letter. Okay, so you need to have your IELTS score in advance when you approach us, and the score required is overall 6.5 with 6 in each band. Again, that has to be academic. Okay, and apart from this, again, the documentation process is the same. We need all your documents, from your 10th grade onwards, along with your passport, your CV. If you have work experience, then add those documents as well. Okay, so all academics, all work experience, your CV, your IELTS score, and your passport is what we would need to apply for you in Canada. All right, that was all about Canada. And the last country, I don't want to take up too much of everyone's time. So if we'll now jump to US. So for US, again, major of these conditions remain the same, where in the US as well, you need IELTS or TOEFL, both are accepted. In terms of programs, you could look for associate degrees, bachelor's, as well as master's. And even they, just like Canada, they have two major intakes. One is in January and the other one is in September. And they have a mid-year summer intake, which is around May. Okay. And if you're planning to go for a master's in US, the master's is for duration of 2 years. So you study for 2 years and then you get a post-study work visa. Now, if you're from a STEM background, like, all your students who are coming from engineering background, so you fall under the STEM background, right? So if you study a master's for 2 years, you get up to 3 years of post-study work visa. But if there is somebody who is not from the STEM background, okay, then they get only 1 year of post-study work visa after studying a 2 years of master's in US. Okay. In terms of tuition fees, for a master's, you should look at approximately around 40,000 US dollars to be the tuition fee. And in terms of living expenses, you're looking at about 20,000 US dollars per year that you have to show for your living cost. So again, what funds are accepted? Of course, you can go for a bank loan. And if it is your money, then, it has to be at least 6 months old when you are, showing your money to pay for your tuition fees and the living cost. Now, in the US, you also have to go through an interview process. So we do assist you. We take mock interviews with you, and we prepare you for your final interview as well. All right, our visa officers will take you, through that whole process. And yeah, that should be all. And yeah, in all these countries, you as an international student, you all would be allowed to work part-time for 20 hours a week. All right, and during your vacation time, you can work for longer hours. So all those details are mentioned in your visa that you get, your student visa. So that too would be explained to you, by our company. Yeah, I think I have covered majority of the things that one should really know about what you need, or how to plan your study to these three countries. And I will hand over now the platform to Prajakta, so that she can throw some light about on if you want to look to other migrating to other countries. And if you have any questions about these three countries that I spoke about, please start typing in your questions, so that we can start picking up the questions once Prajakta is done. Yeah. Thank you. Prajakta, over to you.
Thanks, Mubaraka. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. Hi, guys. Welcome to all. And thank you so much for giving us this time to conduct this session. I am the manager India sales for AJV Global. So I'll be informing you about Australia, UK, and Singapore. These are the countries where the students usually look for more options, and to explore the international um, destination also. So I'll start with Australia first of all. So for Australia, as you are all final year students, I would like to tell you that in Australia universities, they do offers masters, but that would be for 2 years, and then the masters can be accounting, into management, business management, finance, or if you are a IT background applicant, or as you are all engineers, so yes, we do have engineering streams. So for Australia, in Australia, there are good amount of job opportunities for the students who are from engineering background, and also who wants to pursue business programs. So yes, there are huge opportunities in Australia for all these streams. Then gaps are also acceptable in, if there's a gap in your profile, if you have certain number of backlogs and you have not completed in particular stipulated period of time, yes, we accept that. But that would be a case to case basis, like there should not be more than 6 months gap for Australia. Also, yeah, as Mubaraka has said earlier, that you'll have to clear a English language test, that is IELTS or PT or TOEFL. Yes, in Australia it is also mandatory, without which we will not process further, or any other agent could be processing that, right? Then funds are required, and also you will get a post study work visa, that is the stay back option, that would be up to 5 years. So majority of the students apply to you Australia all because of this benefit, that you'll get 5 years, up to 5 years of PSW, that is post study work visa. Then then again we'll come to UK. I'll not take much of your time. I know you guys are very busy into your studies and everything. We can apply for bachelor's and master's in UK. There's no age criteria for that. If you have gaps, if you have more than 12, 20 backlogs, yes, UK universities accepts that. Fund is not an issue in UK. That should be 28 days old only. Also, you'll be eligible for 2 years post study work visa, wherein you can work 20 hours per week and 40 hours per fortnight. And the fee structure is very less than that of maybe USA or Australia or maybe New Zealand. So UK fee structure is pretty less. The entry requirements are less. You can apply with the IELTS scorecard of 6 with 5.5. I know I'm bombarding with all the points, but yeah, these are the actually main high points which are required by all the universities, and these are the basic points. So you would require a passport, all your academics. If you're married, yes, you can apply. You can take your spouse along with you, your family members, after your visa comes. We'll apply likewise, and the funding would be likewise. Like if your spouse will be accompanying you, the funds to be shown likewise. Then Singapore, yes, we can apply if the student, if you have not scored that much percentage in your 10th, 12th, or in your bachelor's even, so we can apply in diploma courses in Singapore, right? So for Singapore, the entry requirements are very less. Funding is no bar. PSW, yes, PSW is is given for 3 months. So if you get a job there, there are huge opportunities for MBA and cookery courses. If you're passionate about patisserie, cookery, then cake making, bakery, and everything. If you're passionate about, yes, there are too many vacancies and opportunities in Singapore, and they have high ranked universities there, which are providing a good number of experiences with good 5-star hotels and 5-star and 3 stars hotels, and they are providing internships as well. So there's no bar for good opportunities and job opportunities into these fields. Yes, engineering fields are also available there. So sorry. All right. So 3 months
You might want to catch
PSW.
your breath.
I think so, Parka. Yeah.
Right.
Right. So PSW for Singapore is for 3 months. If you do not get a job, they'll deport you back to India. So this is the uh, criteria for Singapore. I would like to wind up with Ireland as well. Yes, you guys can apply in Ireland. The course fees would come around for Ireland would be same as UK, and the entry requirements is almost the same as the UK universities requires, and the job opportunities are good in UK. You can work there. Sorry, in Ireland you can work there part time for 20 hours and 40 hours per fortnight. But then again, if you're getting this wages in cash, yes, you can extend that limit in Ireland. So advantages are there. That's it from my side for Australia, UK, and New Zealand. You can contact me for any of your queries on the chat box. Thank you so much, JJ.
Okay, so I see that there are two questions here. One question is from somebody by the name of Muhammad Tariq. So the question is, you having a 15 years of working experience as an electrical engineer, and you want suggestion in terms of courses which will give you a 3 years of post-study work visa. Okay, now you haven't really mentioned which country you were looking at, so I'm going to give you a generic idea. So if you're looking at New Zealand, you are an experienced professional, you're not a fresher. Okay, which means you probably might be interested in moving up the ladder, handling a team. Now if this is what you're looking for, then probably you have two options. You can look for a masters of engineering in New Zealand. There are tons and tons of courses which are available with all these 8 universities. The masters would be for 1.5 year, which will give you 3 years of post-study work visa. Okay. Apart from this, there is one very good program which is available with Auckland University of Technology. They have a course in Masters of Engineering Project Management. So it's a combination of IT and management and engineering. So if you're looking, up to move up the ladder and handle a team, I think this course will fit you the best. Also because it's only a 1-year masters. Okay, so your fees come down a bit. Your living expenses also reduce because you only have to show living cost for 1 year for New Zealand. Okay, and it will give you 3 years of stay back. So why don't you, leave us your number, Mohammed, and, one of our team members will get back to you, and, we can have a more detailed discussion around the course. Yeah. And the second question is from an anonymous attendee. And the question is, ma'am, what is the approximate budget for masters in New Zealand? Okay, so I did answer this, when I was giving the brief of New Zealand, but I will tell you the fees again. So if you're looking to study a master's in New Zealand, which is for 1.5 year, if you're looking to study with a polytechnic or a college for that matter, the fees would be approximately around 32 to 38 lakhs. This will include your tuition fees for entire 1.5 year, along with your living expenses that you have to show to immigration for the same duration of the course. Okay, and if the same program you're planning to apply with a university, then the fees will be a little higher. It could reach around 50 to 55 lakhs. Okay, I hope that answered the question. And apart from this, Prajakta, do you want to touch base on the first question for the countries that you mentioned? The The person
Yeah,
has
I was
15
looking
years
for the
of
same
Mohammed.
option for
Yes.
Tariq. Yeah, so project management and a master of engineering in electrical engineering. Yes, there are good amount of universities which we can offer you, but then again you'll have to give us your number so that we can track you down and yeah, give you all the details of all the other universities. So your profile seems to be very good. I hope academically is also good, as and also I would suggest you to go ahead with New Zealand because you have good years of experience, and also I think you're married, so Australian universities are pretty much have criterias for spouse cases. So I would suggest you to go ahead for New Zealand, and with that visa you can come down to Australia. No problem with that.
Okay. I hope that answered your question, Mohammed. There is somebody who has asked a query from YouTube. I think this goes to you, Prajakta. It's Singapore. Can we apply for a work permit? I mean, actually, when I can answer that. So we at AJV, we don't assist with work permits. But you can actually go there to study, which will get you 3 months of work permit. Is that right, Prajakta, in Singapore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, so that's how you can actually enter there, but then we actually don't assist with job search. And I think you might want to take this project. The person wants to know, can we bring the spouse along?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So
Okay,
there's no problem with your spouse, yeah, if he or she is accompanying you. So yes, you can take your kids along to Singapore, but then again, the criteria is only for 3 months.
right. All right. There is one more question from Jangam Ameya. Interesting question. How to decide which country would be best for us? I know it's very tough because when somebody is talking to you about like 6, 7 countries at a go, it would be very difficult to figure out which is the best suitable country for you. Now, this is why AJV is here. We are here. We know in detail about all these countries. So how will you know is when you talk to us, when you share your profile with us, we do the assessment because each country has a different entry requirement, okay, which will be very difficult for you to know. All right. So when you talk to us, we assess your profile in detail, and then we guide you based on, what you have studied, what kind of background you have, what kind of budget you have, because even budget is very important. So keeping all this in mind, we will give you all the options which are best suitable for you. And then you go ahead and pick up, where you actually want to land. Okay. Another question, which session of the intake is better suitable to go for if we pass in May 24? Okay, so now if you're looking for New Zealand, because you've not mentioned which country, so I'm just going to quickly say, if you're looking for New Zealand, you could probably look at an intake which happens 6 months down the line, which is a Feb intake. Because if you only finish your study by May 24, by the time you get your mark sheets and your degree, it might take another couple of months. So you may not be able to make it for the October intake, okay, which is lined up in that year. So plus, you need time to arrange your funds, your IELTS, all of that. So you could always try for a Feb intake. If it is Canada, again, you can look at either a May intake of 25 or, the fall intake, which is the September of 2025. And same goes with US and Prajakta for the others.
Yeah, for Australia, it is July. Yes, you can apply in July and November intake. October is also there, but for very rare universities. Then for UK, it is September. For Singapore, if you're looking for Singapore as well, yes, there is April, May, September, October, and November intakes.
Right.
All right.
Okay. Okay, I hope that answered the question. We have one more question which says, can you elaborate upon any program, if available, combining both masters in computer science and also data analytics, and also suggest a good country for the same? Okay, you want to take this up first, Prajakta?
Yeah, so I could suggest you some good options for data analysis. So there are various universities which are offering the combined courses. They named as okay, you can do both the degrees in one year. There's a university called University of Wollongong which offers both the courses for 2 years. The courses are for each course duration is 1.5 years, so that that equals to 3 years, but then they offer it for only for 2 years if you get it in combined education duration, right? So it would be for 2 years only. So yes, Australia would be the best option.
All right. And
And the
if you sorry about that.
fees is less. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And for the same question, if you're looking at say US or New Zealand, so of course, for the US, computer science degree, data analytics are one of the popular course choices among students. Again, it falls in STEM. So you study for 2 years and you get a 3 years of post-study work visa. Very good job prospects for you guys in US. And the same goes with New Zealand as well. There are a lot now because it's computer science. You could look for a generic IT course, or there are programs like I know for sure there is a program with the Manukam Institute of Technology. They have a program called Masters of Applied Technologies, and they have a specialization in data analytics. Okay, so that's one. You could also consider something into cybersecurity if you're looking for. And because your profile falls on the green list of New Zealand, which I spoke about, you actually get a fast track to your residency once you're in the job market. Okay, and again, Canada is also a good choice, right? Only thing is if you're looking for a master's, you need to have good academics and 16 years of education. So keep that in mind. Yeah, I hope that answers your question. And if you want to get the profile assessment in detail, please leave your number so that we can reach out to you. Okay. Next question from Nushrat Khan. Is there a road map for scholarship? Okay. So scholarships in all countries are mostly merit based. Okay, and in majority of the countries, you need to first obtain a job offer letter, post which you can apply for these scholarships. So based on your academics, your merits, it completely depends on how good your academics were. And if I talk about New Zealand is not very big on scholarships, to be very honest with you. But then, yeah, they do offer scholarships at university level, not so much at polytechnics. But yeah, we can look at options. You can reach out to us. And for the other countries, Prajakta?
Yeah, there are huge number of scholarships for Australia, UK, Singapore do not offer much of scholarships, but yes, there are about 2 to 3 lakhs rupees of scholarships. And also, if Nusrat, I just want to clear on this, like, are you planning to avail a government scholarship, or is this a universities offers a scholarship? So there are two aspects. If you're going ahead with government scholarship, that is another chapter, and if you're going with university scholarship, that is another page. So I would like to talk to you about this. You can contact to our team. JJ has already forwarded us a number on the chat box. You can go through that,
Right.
and you can contact to me, right, for the if you're planning to apply for government scholarships or else university scholarships. Yes, but on the other part, UK, Australian universities offer a huge amount of scholarship, and that is merit based. But then again, if you have 50 to 55 percentage as well, you can avail the scholarships. So yes, you are eligible.
Right. So I think every country, they do have a plan in terms of scholarship. Some or the other
Yes,
scholarship is offered, be it a small amount or a larger amount. So talk to us. Basically, all you have to do is talk to us about your
talk
profile.
to us.
Yes, so that we can guide you better, because see, each profile is different. So on this platform, we can't go more in detail with one individual profile. We can only provide a generic response to your query. But I hope that me and Prajakta have tried our best to answer the questions that you all had. I don't see any more questions here. But then please note our toll-free number. I'm just going to read it out to you. So it's 1-800-103-6525, or you can always drop us an email at info@ajvglobal.com. And our team has also shared a link to a form. I think if you fill that form, our team will call you. So you can use any one of the three options which are listed. There is one more question from Padir Omkar. What's the importance of extracurricular activities and CGPA for abroad studies? Okay, so for countries like US, it plays a major role. When you're actually applying to universities, they actually do want to know that, what have you done apart from studies? So it plays a major role.
Correct.
Yes, yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Yeah, all right. So if you are doing extracurricular activities such as sports, so you can opt an education into sports. Though your background is engineering, you can go ahead with sports, exercise, and other courses related to sports. So yes, if you have extracurricular, like people usually do musical courses or dancing courses. So yes, they can opt for a creative arts program, creative writing, creative painting, music, master of arts can be opt as. And yes, um, CGPA is our pattern, is an Indian pattern, wherein then again we'll have to convert to their academic requirements, right? UK accepts 2 is to 2. We do not know what is 2 is to 2. We know percentage, we know CGPA. So yes, we have to convert, and for that we need to have your grading scales. So yes, that is important. And which is acceptable by every each and every universities, and that would require, and it is actually it is behind your mark sheets. If you can go through that, it is available there, so we can provide that. And also, as we are not taking any charges from your end, so I think we'll get in touch for these many questions. And we would like to hear from you on this session, and hope you'll find a good path for your future. Thank you, guys.
Right. See, the CGPA that the question, that was asked, I would say that because each university or a college in all these various countries that we're talking about, they all have something called as an entry requirement. That means, say for a
Right,
bachelor's, they
right,
need you to have, say a set percentage, in your 12th, right? So those would be percentage. But when it comes to applying, say for a master's degree, then they write, your GPA or your CGPA should be at least minimum so and so. So
correct,
that's
correct.
where, we check, when we see your mark sheets, when we see your, degree, this is
The
what we check whether,
equivalency.
yes, whether you're meeting the
Yes.
requirements. See, otherwise it makes no sense, to blindly go ahead and apply for a program when we know that there's a short decline that's, going to follow.
Right,
Right. So
right.
to avoid all that, that's why you have to talk to us. Again, very important. You have to talk to us. Okay. If you are in doubt, call us and we are here to help you. Okay. There's one more question. Any nearest branch in Andheri? All right. All right. So Pooja, we are actually headquartered in Hamilton, New Zealand, and we work virtually. So we don't have any offices in India. But we have always worked through this virtual platform, and we're doing pretty well for the last 22 years, so you can trust us. And now everything is digitalized, so don't worry, you don't really need to meet anybody in person. I mean, you're seeing us on the video call. If you want, we can always have a Zoom call. When you're talking to us, that's an option. Again, you don't have to hand over any of your hard copy documents to anyone, because everything is
Right.
uploaded online, including your visa is filed online. Okay. But yeah, you should go ahead and check out our reviews on Google, on Facebook page, and you'll know how good it is to work with us. Yeah. uh yeah, I think no more questions. I'll wait for 30 more seconds if somebody wants to shoot any more questions. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and wrap it up here. Any other questions? We didn't miss out on anything, right, Prajakta? Anything that you would want to discuss?
No, we have covered all mandatory points actually. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
See, I think we have spoken for like almost 50 minutes. So tons of information, for all of you. I know it will be very difficult to remember.
Yeah, they are just
You know,
processing it, so it would
yes,
take time. Yeah.
right, right. So please, call us, save our toll-free number, reach out to us, on our website, on the email ID that is provided, and we will be more than happy, to spend some time, understanding your profile and guide you in the right direction. Even though, say for example, if some of you are still, in the first year or second year of your bachelor's, no worries, give us a call. Okay, it's never too late, to understand the process. At least you will be ready, by the time you're in your final year. Yeah. So
Yeah.
thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. It was lovely, to address all of you. And we hope, to hear from you guys soon. Yeah. All right, then. All the best. And bye-bye.
All right, guys. Thank you.